Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World video. Today's video is an exciting one as we discuss the future of Jurassic. If you're excited, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Jurassic related content, and also be sure to like the video if you happen to enjoy it, as our like goal for today is going to be a very hefty one. 3,000 likes is the target, yes, 3,000. The biggest we've ever aimed for, so let's see if we can do it. As for today's video, we're discussing the brand new news we received only a few days ago. If you happen to have missed the news, feel free to go check out my previous video regarding it for all of the evidence and information to support this. But, to a point, there's a brand new Jurassic World TV series currently in planned development right at this moment. But what could this be? When will it release? Well, today we'll be discussing everything that we currently know about this new TV series that'll hopefully be coming soon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some food or drink with this video. So, despite the show not even having a public announcement yet, we are aware that a new show is in the works and is made public due to their public casting calls for a specific character. So the first thing that we know is that there is currently an untitled Jurassic World quote-unquote TV series in the works, and that they're looking for roles of characters for the show right at this moment as we talk. This is supported by two sources who have shown that they are currently open to casting calls for a new untitled Jurassic World TV show by DreamWorks Animations. Which moves us on to our next bit of information. Since this is being animated by DreamWorks Animation, we obviously know it'll be a new animated TV series. I wonder why, and I wonder what gave that away. Anyways, since this is a new animated show by DreamWorks, we can't expect anything too sinister like a horror show in any way. Our best comparison would be that of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Camp Cretaceous was created by DreamWorks and will most likely represent the animation style we could see in this new untitled show, which is great because the animation style was one of the main reasons I actually wanted to watch this show. What I am sensing here is that Camp Cretaceous is to Jurassic the same way the Clone Wars is to Star Wars, and this new untitled show could be the Star Wars Rebels of Jurassic too. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3 and Season 5 were both rated as a 12+ via Netflix, whereas Seasons 1, 2 and 4 were all rated as PG. If I were to be honest, I would probably expect something similar for this untitled show. Besides Camp Cretaceous, DreamWorks has not produced anything higher than a PG rating, thus meaning I will probably expect to see the same family-friendly content in this new untitled show. However, Camp Cretaceous' family-friendly is slightly different to what some think. So, unfortunately for some, this series will most likely be a PG rating for the most part. Either way, I'm more excited about the brand new lore that will be added to this franchise. Now, open casting calls are happening currently for this show, and we know one of the characters so far. Because the open casting calls are happening right now, and that it's an untitled Jurassic World show, we cannot guarantee that this will 100% see the light of day in the future. Whilst it may seem positive that they're beginning planned development, I must make it clear that anything could happen from now to release. And when I say anything, I mean anything. There could be major changes for this show, be outright cancelled in the meantime too, and that means we'll never get to see it. So just because we know it's in planned development, doesn't mean it's going to go through right to the very end. We have to wait and see. We've known many Jurassic projects that unfortunately never made the light of day. A cancelled Jurassic Park animated series, a cancelled Jurassic World survival video game, multiple other Jurassic World video games as well, and not to mention the many comics and much more. So there'll always be a chance that we may not see this series, but let's just hope for now that it's a positive outcome, especially after the success and enjoyment of Camp Cretaceous. Now we move on to characters. What do we know so far about the characters of this untitled show? Well, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous introduced us to 6 main characters that we can probably expect to see sometime again in the future. Not only that, but we see them grow up into 2018 by the end of the series too. So if I were to make a guess, I could expect 1 or 2 of them to make a cameo appearance in this new untitled show. But do I think that they'll be a main character? Not entirely. The only major character that we currently know of is a 19-year-old female going by the name of Sydney, who has only 1 arm due to protecting her friends from a wild animal when she was younger. She's also set to be a main character according to a brand new source that have also opened up casting calls, who claim that this role is a main character role throughout the series. Now, we'll get into her backstory a little more later, but from what I see regarding her, she seems as if she has a decent following online, very similar to that of Brooklyn and what we learned Darius to have at the end of Camp Cretaceous Season 5. So, whilst I don't expect to see Darius and Brooklyn being major parts of this show, I will probably expect their paths to eventually cross, as they all seem to be within the same industry, probably more in an Easter egg type of way. However, I believe we're set to see a whole new host of cast and characters for this show as main characters, merely because of the introduction of Sydney. But who is Sydney? Well, we actually have a fair amount of background to her name. From her description, we see her as a former child actor, who's now focused about telling stories from behind the camera. She's obviously had that tragic event in her life where she lost an arm when she was trying to protect her friends from the wildlife, and she seems to enjoy environment quite a lot. There seems to actually be quite a lot about her, and this character can be written very well and interestingly. I mean, it's not every day you see somebody with a tragic backstory as that, especially in a world full of dinosaurs now. Whilst she's all for the environment and nature, she almost got killed by nature, and now has to outrun man-made genetic nature that's been let loose into the wild. After this, the last solid thing that we know is that this is our first glimpse into the future of Jurassic, and our first official look of the future too. Back in 2020, it was confirmed that Dominion would not be the last movie of the Jurassic franchise, according to Jurassic producer Frank Marshall, and instead, it was the start of a brand new era. We also got further confirmation of this back in January of 2022, that there will be more content coming for Jurassic, and that they will sit down and discuss the future of this franchise. But little did we know that they were getting ready to give the go-ahead to produce another Jurassic World TV series. Unfortunately, we do not know what year this takes place in. It could be before Fallen Kingdom, or it could be after. But for me, I don't see how or why they would return to pre-Fallen Kingdom era, as there's really not much more story to tell regarding a new character with Sydney, and especially with the lack of dinosaurs there are there as well. So my gut feeling is that this could possibly be the first introduction of the new era that Frank Marshall was discussing, and perhaps could even take place after Dominion as well. Well, either that or possibly an introduction as to what happened up north that was mentioned in 2019's Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock. Now that would be a very interesting show, but probably only 1 season worth of a show anyways.
The ranger said that we should just stay calm and wait for it to go away. You heard what happened up north.
Those are carnivores. That's an herbivore.
And there we have it. Everything that we currently know about this brand new Jurassic World TV series that's begun public planned development. Anything that wasn't mentioned in this video, we unfortunately don't have an answer to, such as a release date. But as a quick recap, here is everything that we do know. We know it's in planned development with all of the open casting calls. DreamWorks Animation are working on it. It will most likely be the same animation style and story vibe as the Camp Cretaceous. Sydney, a new character, will be the main character of the show. We know her backstory and slightly more about her appearance. And, most importantly, it's our first knowledge of the future of Jurassic. So, there's not much to know of quite yet, but at least it's a start. And remember, once we know more about this show, you can bet that this is the place you'll be able to find new information regarding it. So be sure to press that subscribe button with the bell notifications turned on. And who knows, maybe you might enjoy my other content whilst you're here as well. If you think that I deserve it, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. But most importantly, all I ask for from you guys today is to make sure that you're all staying safe out there. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.